Paul Stirling, well batted, well bowled as well. That was an incredible night for you.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it was one of those days to remember at Lord's in front of a packed house. So happy that I could contribute with both.
What did you think of that run chase? So you're flying there at the off. It was almost Paul Stirling versus Surrey.
No, it was obviously nice to get off to a flyer, and then when I got out, things sort of slowed up a little bit. So that was a little bit on edge watching that. So I'm glad we've got over the line in the end.
What did you think of the target that Surrey said? It was probably about par, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah. I think they were on for 180 at one stage. I think probably the biggest turning point of the match were our last 2 overs fielding. I think Bravo and Helmy barely went for a boundary in the last 2, and that was the difference probably between high 170s and what they got, 150.
Back to bowl a fair bit and also quite high up.
Sorry?
Back to bowl quite a bit and also quite high up. Was that Dan Vittori or the skipper? Or?
I think it was just on the day. I think he just felt it. They've got a few lefties, and he just felt that the time was right. And we picked 2 spinners as well, so it could have been the other way around and might not have got a ball at all. So I think that's good that he goes in gut feel, and tomorrow at Essex at Chelmsford it might not bowl an over, so I think that's how it should be.
With the bat in form of your life at the moment after that one-day cup campaign, I mean, that had to be the peak, didn't it, really, of what you've achieved so far in terms of a regular return?
I think so, yeah. So it's quite hard to find consistency sometimes, and when you're out of nick, you search for it so much. And I think whenever you are in nick, you've just got to go with it and make sure that you try and continue it for the sake of the team. Went back to Ireland, didn't score any runs there for 2 games, so it's nice to not go on a run of completely low scores and come back and score some runs.
Did you feel like you were picking up where you left off when you went out there tonight?
Yeah, I always like playing here. For some reason, I think the top side at Lord's as well has got a few memories, so especially walking over to the nets this morning and you walk past and you see the pitch at that side, and then all of a sudden you get a few flashbacks of, hold on, I've hit a few shots over there, and you start to feel comfortable and good. So I got that today, and thankfully it came off.
It's been a difficult start to the year for the county. Obviously lost Richard Scott, departed last week. Was it important to get this over the line, having been in such a good position as well? Because it would have been quite sickening to be standing here with the defeat right now.
Yeah, big time. It would have been pretty hard to take if we had lost it, but we do have a deep batting lineup. Even Helmy at the end and Ravi can hit the ball, so we weren't too panicky, but we knew that we probably could have made it easier for ourselves. But you're right, the first game of the tournament, you always want to make sure you get a good start. But the only thing that matters now is the 2 games coming up this weekend. And
Dan Vittori in his first match back, his second season. Is this a season that Middlesex can kick on in the T20? You'll be desperate to achieve success with what you've performed over the years for Middlesex at the top of the order. They've always admitted, the players, your teammates, that you've been so talismanic for the county. No, it would obviously be nice if we can put a real run together and just be contenders. I think that's all we want to do is get through the group stage is our first priority, and then really be challenged inside that no team wants to play against. So hopefully we can get there, and momentum's obviously a big thing in 2020. We've only played 1 game and we've won it, which is great, but it only matters if you back it up. Essex tomorrow. Always like playing at Chelmsford, get a great crowd Friday night, so should be good to get back up for it. Good to go there with a win under the belt though, isn't it? It'd be tough to have lost this one to go to Chelmsford tomorrow. Big time. I think backing up 2020 is the next day is quite a difficult skill, because tonight you won't really come down until early hours of the morning, so I think being at Chelmsford, and there'll always be a decent crowd there, will help. Just final thought, you said to me at the start of the one-day cup, Middlesex have been a 50-50 side for too many years. In white ball cricket in general, I think, it was 4 from 4 in the one-day cup group stage, wasn't it? Middlesex just missed out. That's the key, exactly. Isn't it? Is in the group stage of this now, making sure it's not 50-50. 100%. I think if you can get that up to 60%, even 70%, well, 70% definitely, you're getting through and you're challenging. It's just whenever we seem to win a couple, we seem to also lose a couple. So, as you said, that's something we've got to aim and strive for. But the confidence that we take from tonight will make sure that we can try and take it in tomorrow.